Shh. Did you hear that? Welcome back to episode 4 of Wendigo Uncut.
Today, on the couch, we'll be joined by...
Hi, I'm Theo. I'm the general tech manager here, and also I've been doing audio.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
Well, we're going to start this how we do all of our episodes, I guess. How did you join Wendigo? Or WDP?
So, originally, my friend Will was in the company first as an actor, and then they were also getting into, like, the technical side of it, and then I got a message by Cameron being like, hey, would you want to apply to my company? I'm like, sure, why not? Because I've already had, like, at that point, some experience in technical theater and, like, theater, so I'm like, it can't be too hard flipping.
Surely it can't.
Yeah. Surely it shouldn't be too hard. So I ended up applying to the company, and then I started out as just, like, a general tech person doing lighting.
That's where we all start.
Yeah, and then
slowly... most.
Slowly, I just started to, like, learn more things and, like, really, like, become, like, really into my role as a general tech manager, and also with this past project, learning how to do audio for a film.
Okay. So you mentioned how you had, like, knowledge before joining?
Yes. So it all started 9th grade. Where
I was born at a very young age. It all started when I started.
Where I was never really into, like, theater before high school, but that's also because middle school was when COVID happened for me. So I knew Will and another friend, and they were both into theater, and they were like, yeah, come to the intro meeting for it. You'll love it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I shall.
Yeah, sure.
And
that's how people get into theater. It's like somebody who's in theater, and they're like, "You're coming with me."
And my first tech experience was backstage tech for Seussical the Musical.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Everyone always loves the Seussical.
I don't remember a ton because I was backstage for most of it. But that show had a lot of problems.
Oh.
Yeah. Where it was just like, it was right out of COVID.
Okay, wait, were any of the problems your fault?
No.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear.
So, like, the problem was not my fault. Will did cause a few problems.
Oh, of course he did. Oh,
yeah.
Of course he did.
Oh, yeah.
That Will guy, I tell ya.
So, you know, like, sometimes how directors like to block scenes during Tech Week?
Yeah.
So, like, an entire scene that also had a song in it. Oh, Tech Week.
It was all blocked in Tech Week? Nothing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And then...
Yeah, see, all of our musical
like,
numbers...
a lot of technical problems, because I wasn't doing the technical side.
Yeah, obviously. If you were in charge, it would have been clean. You would have been good.
But I was manning an entire side of the stage, and also having to help with costume changes that were like 0.5 seconds, and it's like, hey, it's my first time in theater and I'm doing all of this.
We love quick changes. Reminds me of one of the shows where the lead, I walked out of the dressing room. Like, this happened every show because that's when I needed to leave. She would just come running because she left one side of the stage. She needed to enter from the other side of the stage in like 3 lines. So she had to go. She had to run all the way around.
Main character moment.
Yeah, I couldn't be me.
But slowly I ended up sticking with theater. I ended up also becoming one of the, like, theater techs at my high school. So I ended up doing a lot more, like, technical stuff. Like, I had to set up for concerts or other, like, theater performances from different, like, I guess, like, companies that are in the area. So all year I'm, like, doing technical stuff, and slowly, like, my first, like, couple shows, it was just tech. And then also I started to do more acting. So throughout my high school career for theater, I did 20 shows.
Damn. That's a lot of shows.
Yes. Where I think more than half was actual tech stuff because of being a theater tech at the high school. I had a lot more opportunities and I was getting paid. So of course I would be doing that. But I also got to learn a lot of things. But yeah, I was a very busy person in high school just because of that. And also now because of that, I know a lot of things. And also I have such a great friend group because coming out of COVID, we were all like, we need to talk to people. And like, we all just sort of like trauma bonded because of Suzical.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
It was that damn. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't realize that it
But, like,
didn't quite grasp how bad it was.
The musical ended up getting better throughout like my 4 years there. Because the director that was there, he's the type of director who just had a burning passion for theater. So sometimes his passion for this one thing, he kind of like left all the other things and it's like, hey, so we still need to block a whole scene.
Yeah, those types of directors can either be like very good, like if they're like, I'm really passionate about this whole show, instead of I'm really passionate about this one scene or this act, and then they forget. As you said, they just forget to block something until tech week, and they're like, they make it to the scene, and they're like, okay, well, well, this isn't good.
My freshman year, I was just tech, and then sophomore year, that's when I started to act. So my first theater performance I acted in was Newsies. And that's when I started to like, this is actually kind of fun to act on stage. Definitely I don't do any acting on camera here at WDP Films.
Unfortunate.
I mean, it might change, but right now my place is behind the camera.
Yeah, me
just
too.
like helping out because I'm the type of guy who wants to always be doing something, and with acting, we typically see them sitting somewhere, not really doing a lot. And personally, if I'm working, if I'm on the clock, I want to be doing something.
I gotta feel useful. I don't know how that Oliver feels about that. You gotta feel useful. Like if I'm here, I'm doing something.
Yeah, which I think that's why me and you are in the same boat with just work, and then afterwards we can have a chat.
Yeah, or it's like I'm doing something and I'm talking to you, but I'm also doing this thing.
Yes.
Art of multitasking.
I think that's like the one thing that like from theater to this I was able to like flow into, because like when I'm working and then I talk to friends afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first like acting was Newsies, and then I became more of a play type of guy because that's where I could really act.
Yes.
With theater or with musicals, you also have dancing and music, like singing, to deal with. But with plays, it's more of acting, which I was also in bands for my 4 years in high school, and then also I joined choir my junior year, halfway through the year. So I became a doubler, what we like to call. So
I think I know at least one person, one or two people that did that.
So basically,
for me as well.
Every theater kid that was in band also did choir. So it was a group of 7 of us that like we would flip-flop days. So it was just a whole gaggle of us. But where was I?
A gaggle of people.
Okay, but my main like acting thing was in You Can't Take It With You. I was Ed Carmichael, and with my percussion experience in bands, I was able to play that character because that character played the xylophone on stage.
Oh, so you don't have to be like, I'm gonna fake play the xylophone and then play a recording over it.
I printed off 7 pieces of music, and basically any time that no one was rehearsing or like I didn't have class during that period, I was in the theater practicing my music. Basically, the director for the musical and director for the play, 2 different people two different teams, kind of. But like after like what's it called?
Strike?
No. No.
Okay, I got nothing.
Auditions.
There we go.
Auditions.
Oh my god, no.
After auditions, she was like, "Yeah, so you were going to get that role, whether you liked it or not."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
We definitely
But like, I wanted the role anyway, so it was like, whatever. But
yeah, we definitely had some people like that in mind. There was one specifically for one of the shows that I did. It was gonna go to the role I got was gonna go to somebody else, but they specifically went to the director and specifically said, "Do not give me this role," and then I got it.
yeah,
Which I don't feel bad. Like I'm not like oh I got the role they didn't want. No, that was the role that I actually did want.
Oh, so it worked out.
Yes, I was the
Like,
dad.
the play director, she's the type of director to really actually like do auditions, so she doesn't have anyone in mind, or she doesn't cast before auditions. I was the only actor with percussion experience that wanted that role, so it became my role basically.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the directors are always they know they know the like the regulars that are gonna like the people who did theater, and they're like they think about it, but yeah, ones that keep more open mind.
That was my main acting role, or like my favorite, I would say. But also with like the technical side, I did a lot of sound, which is ironic since I'm doing sound right now for this project that we're doing at WDP Films. But during my senior year, I had to flip over to lighting because the person who was lighting the stuff graduated the year before me. So I kind of had to take over and be like, I guess I shall.
if you say so.
So I ended up learning the system right before I graduated, and then I was able to teach people before I left.
Yeah.
Instead of what happened to me, and I had to ask one of my friends to come back to to teach me how to use it.
Yeah, it's always, it feels weird like asking somebody who's graduated and be like, can you guys teach me to do the lighting? They're like,
I mean,
sure.
Luckily, the person who did do it before me is a really close friend. So they were
good.
like, yeah, I guess.
if you say so. Like, oh, I guess that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's where I basically came from, doing theater, mostly just tech, but also acting on the side of that. And then, like, slowly, like, I branched out. I was in theater intensive, which is also a theater program around here that basically we rehearse for 2 weeks and then we put on a full show. So the first year I was in it, we did Murder on the Orient Express.
Ooh.
And the director who like made the program, she had to go because she moved away for work purposes. But like the two directors that were directing theater intensive also did the high school.
Okay.
So
okay, all right.
That's how I got into it, and I sort of became the both actor, and then I can help with technical stuff if it needs help or something like that. And then also in theater, I learned how to do set building and stuff. So that's what helped me get the general tech manager role too. Because I kind of have experience all over the place, but I'm not really a master of any.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked enough broad here.
Yes.
We're gonna dial in a little bit. How much experience did you have on audio before joining here?
Audio, it was just in theater. With audio, I think I would say at least 4 years of doing full sound system audio, but film
with the full like switcher board and everything. Okay, all right.
And like full packs and everything like that, and then also balancing like music and stuff like that. Film audio, nothing.
All right. So how would you compare the boom mic and that audio compared to like the stage audio?
With stage audio, it was way more about balance, where like you have to balance the leads and then also the side characters and then also the ensemble.
Yeah,
and like
because you're dealing with so many different mics.
And with like film audio, it's more of, it's still a little bit with balance, but more of, am I balancing with like the other things that we shot?
Yeah.
Will the person who's editing this have an easy time putting all the audio together? Because if I balanced it correctly, it should. If I didn't, they're not gonna have fun.
Yeah, because then they're gonna have to like mess with levels and everything.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to balance a bunch of different things all at once, it's just trying to balance the same thing, just trying to balance it to the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's based off of like situational, like
Like the environment that's around as well.
yeah.
Okay.
We usually like to flip between two settings, limiter and reducer. And we usually flip between that if we're filming outside and there's a lot of crickets.
Yeah.
We'll go up to reducer. Or if it's a really loud scene and someone's yelling, we don't want audio to be what's holding them back from being able to act to their full potential. So we like to flip it so then it won't peak if they get too loud.
But you don't want to hinder your actor if they are at risk of peaking. And they'll keep that in mind instead of just trying to act the best they can.
Yes, because with a lot of scenes that are really emotional, it's really hard to be like, actually, we need to re-record that because of audio and we completely messed it up. And then they have to get way back into the mindset of, I'm like screaming and crying right now.
Give me the same energy, but quiet it down. Like, that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work that way.
So we really want to be able to have WDP audio, have actors have their full potential, but also sound good. We've been like really working on it this year. We've made a whole bunch of new tests. I really like learned not everything, but a lot of the things that I needed to learn. And then I even took the manual home and like looked at all the buttons and stuff and be like, oh, okay, I don't really need that. Or like, okay, that's how I get to that page, or yada yada.
Yeah, you really took everything seriously. You're trying to really get in there and make sure you can teach other people to know how to do if they ask you.
Yeah. Quick question. Can I go to the bathroom, Eden?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I just might be crazy, but he's not really like looking at me or really acknowledging me. Or,
he must be, right? There's no way that he's just talking to me. There's just no way that he's only talking to me, considering you're also sitting right there. He's sitting closer to you. I don't know how the...
Well, no, yeah, but, like, I feel like he's just not... Like, I'm, like, you know, giving him attention. Like, looking at him, you know, he's a guest, whatever, but, like, he is only looking at you.
I feel like he has to be looking at you at some point, right? Like, there's no way that he's all the focus is on me here. I just feel like that just doesn't sound realistic.
Realistic?
I mean, you're a person here.
Well, yeah. And he's not directing anything towards me.
He's not acknowledging any of it towards you?
No, have you not been...
I've just been enjoying a nice conversation with the two of you. I haven't been paying attention.
I mean, he asked you if he could go use the bathroom.
I mean, I'm closer to it. It's the way he's looking if he's got to go there anyway.
What?
I feel like you're just looking a little too far into this. Going just a little crazy here.
Am I just like overreacting?
I think maybe just a little bit. Because I'm like, there's no way that it's just me.
But like it is like he. Yeah, maybe.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're all good.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Where were we?
I have no idea.
You just finished talking about you had brought stuff home.
Oh right.
We just finished that.
Yeah. So I like to take my work very seriously, or at least I try to. At least sometimes in the moment, jokes keep going and like we get off track. I like to bring home the task hand manual and like learn everything over, and at least somewhat familiarize myself with it, because like I looked at it for like at least like 2 days before actually having to film with it, but then like it was like pre-production, okay, I'm really doing this. And with doing audio, it's, at least for the first time, it's kind of scary because it's like, okay, so audio's like one of the main things
it's one of the two, because there's visual and audio, and that's
like
a balance.
if audio's bad, that just pulls the viewer out of the entire experience.
Yeah, it breaks their immersion, because if you hear like a stock sound effect, or like you hear someone talking in the background that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah. So at least now we're focusing on audio because we believe that a lot of the other things that we're doing already like improving a lot, or it's already like up to the standards that we want it to be at right now. Audio is something that I want to focus on. I want to make that better.
So like what kind of tech do you have for audio? Because you mentioned a Tascam.
We have a Tascam. That's like our main thing where we basically connect everything to, and that's what records our audio. But we have two different types of microphones. We have a boom mic, which basically is a mic that shoots in like directional. We put it on like this big stick, and then we put, I forget what it's called, but basically like a blimp around the microphone to cut out as much like background noise or like cricket noise out for editing as possible.
Is that weird like big fuzzy thing that?
Yes.
Okay.
There's like a cage, and then you put that on if you want it on. We usually just roll with it because it's like, why not?
It'll always just reduce the background noise.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's our boom mic. We usually just use that for everything actually filming wise. Sometimes if we need a shot and like the boom mic just isn't working, we also have wireless, which basically we have a receiver that also hooks up to the Tascam, and then we have basically like theater where the actor or like whoever has the mic has a little pack on them, way smaller than actual like theater ones. That actor has it on them. We also have like actual like microphones that can hook up to that pack, but also like that pack can also record the audio and like send it to the Tascam. We have wireless and boom mic for shooting and filming at WDP Films.
Nice. Must capture some pretty nice audio with those.
Yes.
So like what is your, I guess, not only just for audio, for like being now the general tech manager, as you mentioned earlier, what does your pre-production, post-production, production kind of look like then?
For pre-production, I basically make sure that everyone is on track. So for this production that we're currently in, I was like, okay, let me familiarize like with the Tascam and audio again. Let me look at the scenes, see what might happen and where the filming locations to be like, oh, we're filming outside that day, okay, so I have to prepare, change the settings and stuff like that, making sure that everything's working too with audio. And then I make sure that our lighting people know what they're doing, so like I make sure that they know how to use the equipment. We have a newer app for the lights, which we can set scenes in that app before we even start filming. We either have like the director or stage manager, what they're looking for in a scene and like what colors they want, and then we go in and we're like, okay, this looks good for this, so let's save that. And then we kind of just go down the list until we have a full like scene by scene ready for lighting, so then we're not having to go in like when we're filming and be like, okay, let's manually change all of these lights at once.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you'll need to change them like case to case basis on like if there's natural lighting, if there's other stuff. But like most of the time, it's just have those presets nice and there. We did hear a little bit about this last week about how it works. But coming straight from the managers, I think I don't want to say better, but it's different.
Yeah.
Need a different view on it.
So that's lights. With cinematography, I'm not into that. That's more of a you thing. So like I just make sure that you're A-okay, and usually you are. Usually I don't have to do a lot with that, but I know that there are plans for me to learn the actual equipment and camera work and stuff like that. So then like if you ever do need help, I'll be able to help you.
Excited for there to be a whole third person that knows the camera. That'd be great.
Yes.
Hopefully you aren't scared of it, like another someone that's sitting here on the couch with us.
Oh, I wonder who.
Oh. But basically that's it for pre-production. I mean, sometimes we start making like set pieces or stuff like that. I know that this past one we had to work with moss, and that was not fun.
Yeah, we have the sets for this most recent one. They're much bigger, much larger.
Yeah, much bigger, which is at least in this case better because they do look really good. But also it was a handful and a half to work with, and that's basically what I did for pre-production and what I usually do.
So like set work, make sure that people know what they're doing, teach people if they need it.
Yeah.
All right, Now let's move into the what does a day look like for production for you?
Production, for audio, it's basically all the tech people really get here at the same time, or all the actors get here. But usually I like to get here extra early, just so then I know what's happening, because I like to know what's going on, and if I don't, I get a little frustrated.
That's fair.
Now, since like I do have the title of general tech manager, I know what's going on at this point. I like to get here and like set things up early. I usually, for audiography, get all the boom mic stuff, Tascam up and running, test it, make sure that's working, and then I help with lighting, help them set up stuff, put batteries in, make sure everything's charged, and then depending on the day, the scene that we're shooting, we set up scenes if we haven't done so beforehand. Green screens we set up, so anything before the actors actually get here, if we're able to do it, we do it. We just set everything up and then wait till actors get here, and then we have a little meeting and be like, these are the scenes that we're running today. Any questions? Nope. Okay, let's go.
And then we'll go specifically audio in this one. What does audio look like for post-production if you've done any of that?
Post-production, at least for me, it's not a lot. It's more of after each shoot, cinematography and audio like to go in and order the scenes, so name them, so then whoever's editing has an easier time of, oh, this is the scene, here's the actual like video, and
they can just search scene, and then they have all of the video and audio. It's
but
right there.
With post-production for audio, I'm not entirely sure what happens. I just think that it's more of just helping general tech stuff like be put away, organized, stuff like that. But yeah, that's not a lot with post-production. That's usually how it goes. It's just a lot of organizing, making sure that we're ready for the next thing that we film.
So would you say your overall, I guess now, experience with WDP Films, I guess what are your thoughts? Is this something that you want to continue? Is this something you're happy you're doing?
Originally I did not know what to expect from WDP Films. Just starting out, I was still like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. Part of me is like, I want hands-on work, but also a part of me wants to be like on a creative side in the arts, and like my skill in the arts isn't the best compared to some people, so I'm like, okay, let's go on the hands-on route. But with WDP Films, I was able to merge those.
Yeah, it's a lot of both here.
Mm-hmm.
It's how I feel with like the cinema. It's like I'm hands-on. I get to like do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get to like make this. I get to help build the set and like help set up the shot. But then it's also like digital enough to get the creative side of that part.
Yeah. Like slowly I'm like, oh, I actually kind of like this. And then the people here are just amazing, and I love every single one of you, even though sometimes I say I hate you. Which is every single day, but I do.
It's all jokes until it's not.
Until it's not, and that's when like 11 o'clock hits and we're behind schedule. And some people just keep joking, and it's like, no.
Yeah, I get the same way. Like 30 minutes, an hour past scheduled time, it's like
when we get past scheduled time, me and you are like, we
always gotta lock in, because like sometimes we have 18 or 20 more shots we gotta do,
yes.
and it's already 10. People are still messing around.
We get grumpy. Cam gets also grumpy, and then everyone's slowly like, oh, let's actually pay attention.
It takes a village, they say.
Yeah, I mean, usually like I'm the more like quiet type, so it's not, I don't have as big of effect of let's get this done just by not talking or like how I look, because I'm either off staring into blank space or I'm just slowly watching the conversation in the corner. And especially with audio, you also somewhat get isolated because it's like you have headphones
you have the headphones on.
You have a big microphone with you, and sometimes it's just really overwhelming to have like all these wires and like microphones and stuff like that. So you also somewhat get isolated with that, but also with me not being as social as some of you guys, it's not as bad for me, but sometimes it's like, oh, I wish I could somewhat be in this conversation right now. But at least working here, I don't feel that way. A lot of it's like personal issues too, but I don't feel like I ever really get excluded because sometimes the bit is me just watching you guys. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to be in this conversation, actually.
And sometimes that works for you.
Yeah, we have a lot of bits here. A lot of turning into adult and like really like adjusting to life. Oh, I have to work a job. I have to basically survive. I have to manage like social time with friends and then also like school and then also work. But with WDP Films, I'm able to be like, hey Cam, I can't really come in today because of family plans or friends coming in town and I want to see them. Like, usually it's a lot of, yes, you're okay to not be there. There's just a lot of like communications, which is really nice and why I haven't really found another job. They just don't fit the schedule that I'm running.
And putting more focus into this really helped the project get turned out.
And since I am a manager now, I'm able to be here more. So technically I am almost working every day some weeks. I'm able to also help with workshopping. I'm able to like basically be doing whatever, but I'm working. Like, this is a job, and like sometimes it doesn't even feel like a job.
Right. Agreed.
Like during our workshop days, at least for this production, it's just like, okay, let's make this, or let's work on this, and it's like, yes.
Because it's like I'm doing this thing as my main task, but like you're surrounded with people. It's
right.
Yes. At least try to do one creative thing a day, and with working here and also having workshop days doing creative things, it's like, oh, I don't have to take time out of my own.
It's just part of the job.
Yeah, so I can just go home and be a couch potato.
Right.
And I don't have to be like, oh, I didn't do anything creative, because I did, and I also got paid for it.
Yeah.
And also had social time with friends.
So. Yeah, exactly. Work-life balance be damned.
Exactly, right.
So at this point in my life, I am basically ride or die for this place, because I also have a whole team now, and like I'm able to do like all of these things, and then also I have both the hands-on experience but also the creative liberties of things, and now I have access to so many tools or like editing softwares, and I have personal projects that I want to be able to do, and now I somewhat am able to do them now without having a whole massive hole in my bank account.
Right.
The problem with wanting to be creative, at least in this economy, is it's just so expensive now. If by getting paid to make movies with really good friends, and then also sometimes it's just hanging out, and sometimes we just go on company field trips just for the fun of it. Right now I am planning on working here until like, I don't know.
Until fill in the blank. Well,
right.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way.
Until kingdom come.
Like I want to see it out, basically. I think the only 2 ways or 3 ways that I don't work here anymore is I die.
That, that's one.
I die, or like one of my personal projects, like I really start to focus on it, and like it will allow me to make money. So maybe like a personal project that starts to turn into more of a full-time job. I'm like, okay, I might come to WDP Films just to come back and like help out where I can, but I might work like my own thing now. Or if like I end up moving, I guess is the last thing. But in this economy,
Right.
All right. I think that's enough about. WDP. Oliver, would you like to inform the guest about their impromptu?
Right. So I want you to think of your favorite movie. Okay. And I want you to, without telling both of us the name of it, pitch it to us as to why it is your favorite movie. Kind of like
give us a synopsis.
Yeah.
We've done this. This is more of just like a rough outline.
Yeah.
It's like tell us why you like it. Give us a synopsis. Elevator pitch it. Give us something.
Then we're gonna hopefully
know
it.
Hopefully.
Could I do my favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
Because,
any
use your favorite movie.
My favorite movies I have too many.
Me too.
And also I don't watch a lot of movies to begin with. But
those feel very contradictory.
Yeah.
But hey, you only watch what you like. But sure, all right.
This movie was made in like 2019. So it's more new. I think new director at the time, or newer. But basically, it's this family, and they're just settling in to like their new home or like vacation home or something like that. It kind of plays off of the fear of doppelgangers. And like the idea of if you ever see your doppelganger, they're going to try and kill you and take your spot. So it's basically like this family is running from their doppelgangers. And slowly,
get that face out of here! Stop! Just go.
Slowly over time,
stop holding back a laugh and
like,
just smiling.
The movie just opens up,
nodding your head.
More can of worms. Turns out like there's a whole society of doppelgangers living under like this city, and like I forget what like it's actually called, but they're planning a day where they take over basically. And I'm not going to.
All right. We're gonna stop you there. I think me and Oliver. It's us.
Yeah.
No, I actually.
You said doppelgangers and me all immediately. We're just Oliver looking with this stupid look. He like held back a smile and then just like nodded at me really fast.
I got excited because it also is one of my favorite horror movies as well. It's not like when it came out. It was definitely that was the first horror.
I like more like movies that kind of mess with you, or like are more unique. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. You saying the spoiler in that movie wasn't?
No, it was good. It was good. It was. I agree.
Okay.
I was just saying.
So Aiden, what was your favorite movie?
Oh, mine. When I said it, it was House.
Okay. No. Hey, wait. No. Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, Oliver.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. So it's kind of rude what you're doing, ignoring me.
I'm not.
I don't.
No, you're ignoring me because this happened like with our last guest too, where this entire time you've just been ignoring me and you've only like paid attention to him, and like I'm not crazy. I know what's going on. This is not like what's happening.
What do you mean? What's happening? We have a guest on the show. We
no,
are
like you guys,
talking to
like
the guest.
I've been interrupted so many times this episode. Like I have barely talked. What's happening?
I don't know.
Nothing. We're just
talking.
we're just filming an episode with a guest.
No. Okay, cut. We're not doing this. Like, no, I can't because like this is like who do you guys think you are? Like you come on here and you think that you're just like all that, right? Like, no, I can't do this. No, because like genuinely, no. And you know what? I'm talking right now. That's actually really crazy because I'm talking right now because this entire episode, I've just been sat here. You guys have just been talking and completely ignoring me, and like really? That's what I've just been sat here like an idiot. Like what? You think that they're gonna use that? You think that they're gonna use that? Just me sitting here like an idiot, like I don't know anything? Do you think I'm an idiot? No, right. So what's up? Like, do you have a problem with me, or like, is something wrong? Like, did they tell you to do that? Is this like a big prank? Is this funny to you guys? Huh?
No,
Ignoring me?
You're the host of the podcast.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I am the host of the podcast. So why are you treating me like I'm nothing? I'm not like him. I've been here for a while. You should know this.
Yeah, I've been here with you as your co-host.
And you're calling me crazy.
I've never said you were crazy.
No, because you tried to pretend like he wasn't ignoring me.
Because I don't believe he has been ignoring you.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.